Valve's 2026 Steam controller is finally here. This is a $99 wireless gamepad sold exclusively through Steam and built by the same hardware team behind the Steam Deck. It sold out in 30 minutes and crashed Steam's payment processors on its way to becoming the opening act of Valve's 2026 hardware lineup. I'm here to report that this controller is excellent. I'm the real-life Fake Wizard, and this is a Fake Wizard's review of the Valve Steam controller. If this video brings you any value at all, hit the subscribe button as we're posting lots of reviews every single week. The 2026 Steam controller is Valve's second attempt at a standalone gamepad, arriving a full decade after the original's polarizing debut. The 2015 model replaced thumbsticks with oversized touchpads and asked gamers to relearn how to hold a controller, a noble experiment that earned a cult following and a quiet discontinuation in 2019. Personally, I loved this stupid controller. The challenge was finding enough games that actually worked with it, but for a lot of games, the thing was fun. This time around, Valve went conventional where it mattered. 2 analog sticks in a symmetrical layout, standard face buttons, a D-pad, bumpers, triggers, and 4 programmable back buttons. And the controversial stuff, thankfully, also survived. Here we find dual trackpads beneath the sticks and a 6-axis gyroscope, all wrapped in haptic feedback. The result is a Steam Deck without the screen, designed to park on your coffee table next to the upcoming Steam Cube. At 292 grams, the Steam controller is heavier than a PlayStation DualSense and wider than an Xbox controller. It's just heavy enough and just light enough. That balance point sits exactly where it should, giving this controller a premium solidity without the wrist fatigue that heavier gamepads introduce over long gaming sessions. The grip orientation runs more vertical than an Xbox controller, keeping your palms upright rather than angled inward. After an hour, that comfort becomes a good selling point. The textured shell feels sturdier than a DualSense while carrying a slightly less polished feel. Consider the Switch 2 Elite controller with its polished, kind of sleek feel. This Steam controller is much more textured to help lock your hands in place. Now, the controller space sees lots of competition right now, especially with the Xbox Elite controller series running between $130 to $180 depending on where you buy it. The Steam controller runs at $99. The Steam controller has trackpads and gyro aiming, which creates an input paradigm the Elite controller has no answer for. The Elite, of course, has adaptive triggers and a headphone jack, but for PC gaming specifically, the Steam controller's versatility at a lower price crushes the competition. The Steam controller is still very early on in its life cycle, and while there were community issues reported by users online, personally, I haven't run into any of these problems myself. The Steam Cube and the Steam Frame are still on the way, and the controller is designed as the input foundation for that ecosystem. Everything about its architecture points towards a future where all of these Steam devices talk to each other seamlessly. It's something that I'm very much looking forward to myself. But this future is still many weeks away. If you already own a controller that works well for you, my honest recommendation is patience. I'm personally in the market to buy the Steam Cube and the Steam Frame when they arrive. If you're not, and you perhaps already have a working controller for your PC gaming, this isn't a reason to buy a second controller. That being said, this controller has a bit of a personality. If you drop it, it plays a Wilhelm scream, which is kind of funny. The Valve Steam controller retails for $99. While the hardware engineering is best in class at this price point and input versatility is unmatched, like this thing is ridiculously responsive and fast, when the Steam Cube is also available, this thing will be a must-have. I'm giving this a solid 9 out of 10. I love this controller and look forward to sinking many more hours of Hello Kitty Island Adventure with it. Why is that it? I don't play Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Like the video. Thanks.